Hey y'all, what's up? It's your boy again. That was just part one for some of y'all who just watched. Who just watched this. This is part two for some of y'all who just tuning in and decide to skip part one. Just go straight to part two. This is your boy Antonio, the baby boy in the building, as always. Um, in my last video, if you're just tuning in my last video, I discussed me watching King of the Dot and me talking about Dizaster and respecting a lot of these artists. The last video I left off by saying that there's a battle I would like to discuss. And that battle was the one I just watched once again, which was Dizaster versus Arcane for the King of the Dot title. Um, First of all, let me actually, before I criticize each rapper, let me review the battle as a whole. Um, Once again, I have to agree with some of the judges. I did felt like the crowd was totally disrespectful. I kind of felt like the crowd was pretty much one-sided. I felt like, to me personally, I felt like the crowd wanted Arcane to win. I kind of felt like the crowd kind of disliked Dizaster. I kind of felt like they didn't really give Dizaster a chance to really, get his shit off, to really get his raps off. Um, One thing about a rap battle crowd is that I've noticed that there's some crowds, I'm not saying all, but there are some crowds that do favor one over the other. Um, Maybe because they're hometown heroes or they just dislike the other person. And I've been noticing that through a lot of these battle rap arenas that I've seen that the crowd has always become one sided with one rapper instead of the other. And I can name a few examples off the top of the head. Um, for example, like the big one, Murder Mook versus Iron Solomon. People was on Murder Mook's jock because when you think about URL, that's the first person that come to mind is Murder Mook. Like I said in my last video, um, I saw a total of three Murder Mook battles, if anything. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, Murder Mook has been a real big time talked about URL rapper that when he faced Iron Solomon, when Iron had his go, yeah, he started out in the beginning good. People were listening to him, but then people just started booing him. And then when Murder Mook had his go, everybody got silent and was like doing their cheers and yay and ahs. But then when Iron Solomon went, everybody was booing him like, what the fuck? Another example, Averb versus Charlie Clips, Summer Madness last year. No, not last year, but 2 years ago, when they did Summer Madness 1. Everybody was on Charlie Clips jump off because he's the hometown hero. You know what I'm saying? And it is sad. Once again, like I said in my last video, Averb is definitely one of those rappers again that always gets the short end of the stick when it comes to the crowd. Um, but the point I'm trying to make is I do feel that the battle between Dizaster and Arcane was terrible. It wasn't because of the artists, it was because of the crowd. Once again, I felt like the crowd could have actually just shut up and just let them just spit. Now, I'm not saying shut up as far as like the oohs and the ahs, because I know they both got bars that's like ooh, or you just sit there like you know what I mean? But I'm talking shut up as in don't boo. Because again, in my last video, I expressed on how that at the end of the day, these rappers prepare. Sometimes these rappers prepare a month or 2 months in advance, or even later, earlier than that, so they can prepare. And for people to boo, it's like, come on now, like you don't understand what these rappers go through just to entertain us. That's why I have so much love for the battle world and for the hip hop world, because at the end of the day, I want to be entertained just like everybody else. You know, so um, so for the people in that arena, the King of the Dot arena to boo, to me, I just felt that was a total disrespect for all of them to disrespect both rappers. So that's kind of my negative thing I gotta say about that. Now I'm gonna try to this is gonna, by the way, I didn't mention this in the first one, but this is gonna be a 3-part video, maybe 4, pushing it. So bear with me. Um, the first rapper I want to talk about is Arcane. Um, Again, this was the latest battle I just got through watching. So this would be my first time seeing Arcane actually spit. Um, One thing I can respect out of Arcane, he remained persistent. He was he was on the money. He kept getting on the money. Didn't stumble one time. Uh, didn't even let the crowd phase him. Actually, um, had some serious rebuttals. Had some awesome delivery. Didn't really lose his cool. Um, he just kept it hip hop. He kept it hip hop. He kept it MC. Um, like I said, in a judging format, once again, I think Arcane did deserve to win because of the fact that he was persistent. Now I'm saying he deserved to win on an MC level. You know what I'm saying? Like again, he remained persistent. He was on point. He didn't let the crowd phase him. He kept rapping, kept spitting. Um, yeah, yeah, there may be a couple times where he did fumble up or whatever, but at the same time, I felt like he deserved to get this win on the MC level, only on the MC level. But listen, I'm gonna cut this video short. We're gonna get to the last video where I'm gonna get on Dizaster, and this video is gonna be interesting. So make sure you guys watch part 3. All right, you might have to click on the next button or something. So we'll show y'all click on that. All right.